Yeah, what's up, my fellow sinners? It's your boy Guard Motorstar here, back again once again today we are here reacting to Death Battle, Omni-Man versus Bardock. Now I don't know how everyone feels, but I'm also joined by a couple of friends of mine. You already know Doodle J, and we got a newcomer that's part of the circle, Acecito.
Yo, yo, it's your boy, Acito Saronaka, or probably that one guy you see on TikTok dressed as Spider-Man with dreads.
Shout out still homeboy, and we got Doodle J, the one himself.
Yes, and we're going to be reacting to Omni-Man from, yes, the show Invincible versus my boy Bardock from Dragon Ball.
Here we go. Like, all right, let's get this out the way. Dragon Ball versus Invincible. Honestly, Omni Man is literally the Saiyans mixed with the Kryptonians or where the fuck they are, Superman's people. They're like mixed in
Now they're
one.
Kryptonians.
Yeah, Kryptonians. It's like Saiyan and Kryptonian had a baby, and that's what Omni Man's people are. Omnites, Omnirites, I forgot what they're called. And like obviously, if they give Bardock the Super Saiyan, he wins. But like if they're not gonna give him Super Saiyan, then I feel like Omni Man got this. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens.
So am I the only one that's Team Omni Man on this one?
I'm on Team Omni-Man.
I Doodle J, I guess you're alone on this one. But it's I. Anything can happen. It's death battle.
Damn, no love for the boy Bardock.
Listen. I'm a big Frieza fan. I'm not a racist. I'm a big Frieza fan, but I do respect
Yes, you are.
Bardock as it. Oh my god, I do respect the Saiyans, especially Bardock. He's probably the only Saiyan I respect. But I don't know.
Same
I
here.
watched a lot of Invincible, and I don't know. But let's get on with it. Big shout out to Death Battle for doing this. I think they're on their newest season now. So yeah, let's go. Look at the boy.
Omni-Man versus Bardock, the ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saint.
Ostracized
He's
Viltrumite.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Ooh. Let's go.
Was this animated by
Omni-Man,
Devil Art?
Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And then, in a
This is a little update for you too, Doodle J, because you've never seen Invincible. So at least you'll know what type of man you're dealing with.
Actually, I have. I just didn't finish it, and probably never will because I'm too lazy.
Yeah, understandable. Should
And pretty
definitely should watch
required.
it.
I've
Pretty
been
good.
watching like a lot of other stuff too. Like I recently got back into The Boys because mainly because I don't know. If all means that might be my next cosplay for me to do, just Homelander.
Here we go.
single day,
You're not worthy of that.
horribly wrong.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man? Who, Omni-Man?
Who indeed?
Ugh.
Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade. With his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
It all starts with his home
More like
planet,
pity.
Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat.
With a
Yep.
K! Or, wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe, even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take, so a minimum of 2 galaxies. Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Would that make him faster than Superman? I don't know the I don't know the math. I don't know the math. Math was never my good. I was never good at maths. I'm
not a math person either.
Neither am I. But
We'll just
I was
assume
gonna
on
guess,
par.
Like probably up to the same speed as him.
Maybe.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush. He was on a soul.
Wait. He held his breath the whole time?
Yep.
I believe that's what he said, yes.
Oh,
Searching
shit.
trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's face in.
That shit was brutal.
Oh, dang.
That shit was brutal.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite,
laugh.
Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't really need to rush anyway. The older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook,
Huh.
Nolan is
So
over
it's just like Saiyans,
2,000
kind of.
years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving
What?
your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once. Ugh,
Yeah.
Only a Viltrumite could pull off
That's
something
pretty
that
insane.
disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a
see what they did
Viltrumite
there.
like him.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers? Just go read the comic.
If Roche
Oh,
isn't doing
shit,
it for you,
spoilers.
this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit.
Fuck,
and even
spoilers.
the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own
We should have
gravity
mentioned
shaped
that earlier.
it. At minimum, a moon like that must
Yeah,
have a
you're right,
diameter
spoilers,
of
everyone, my
600
bad.
kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before, you know, kablam.
Now, Omni-Man
Kablam.
does have his weaknesses. Monsters
Yeah.
like Grognar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitch frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Thanks to his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug.
Who's a bug?
lady.
Yes, a bug. Hey, hey,
the
hey,
bug.
man. It
Why,
is what it is.
Omni-Man? How? Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone
Omni-Man
deals
got
with
Riz.
parenting stress
He
in
got
their
the
own way.
Riz to
When
do
Nolan
it.
was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant people are, Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
Godspeed on him, man.
Whoa.
Give him a father. Okay. All right. I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for this in the comments, but hear me out. Hear me out. Ole.
Oh boy.
He wasn't that bad of a father. He wasn't that bad of a father.
He wasn't. You just
Granted, he
It's like
did beat the
keeping
living
tough
shit
love
out
to
of
your
his
sister.
son. Beat him almost half to death. But remember, if he wanted to kill Mark, he definitely could have. Easily. If he wanted to kill his son, he could have killed him. But he didn't. He knew beating his ass would make him stronger.
exactly.
In the other hand, there are some worse fathers out there. Yojiro Hama. Cough.
Oh
Yeah.
god, nah. Not you mentioning Yujiro.
Or the
Well,
family from
wanna know
fucking
who-
from Tekken.
Wanna know who I was?
No,
I
no,
know
no,
who
no.
I was
not
gonna
that.
say.
No.
Who?
You want to talk about someone? Talk
I don't
about
know why.
Lord
I don't know why
Ozai.
everybody. I don't know why everyone sims for him, but Toji.
Oh, Toji.
Toji.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can see why. You
Yeah,
have a word
I don't
in.
know why. I don't know why y'all females like him so much. Like he's literally a shit father, and y'all sim for him.
Well,
Eh,
if you look at Toji Fushiguro, bro has the face of I would say a Japanese bad boy, and the hair that will make
Yeah.
BTS look like freaking Backstreet Boys. That is a terrible comparison that I could
It
come up
is
with.
it's all right. All right, now we're going to Bardock.
Yes.
In the
Goku's
far
daddy.
reaches of the cosmos laid a world with a people like no other, born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by King Vegeta.
I always thought that was stupid.
Well, narcissist much.
Exactly. Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock. He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And
That
guess
rhymed.
what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow,
Father
never would've guessed.
Goku.
Right? What a curveball.
And Raditz.
So what does that make Turles?
Yeah.
Who?
Who?
Bardock was a
Who was that?
cold-blooded killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyans' true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't just
Frieza.
conquer planets, they wiped out every living thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to sell away. Bardock
Yeah.
was an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including
Yeah.
one where he's a brilliant scientist.
Oh, the
But
dubbing
only
correction.
one is considered officially canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Guinea, and had two
Guinea.
sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's
Yep.
stained with the blood of his fallen friends.
Yep.
Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his brutal screw-you
Razor
nature,
blast.
Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming power. His final
Yep.
spirit cannon is like a
Spirit
key-powered
cannon,
bazooka.
Saiyan
His
spirit.
rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over, break your
Leprechaun.
spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next
Then
guy.
you romp 'em.
All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Guinea, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was
Yeah.
still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyans' power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Big Bucky.
Under the light of a full
Big
moon, a
NFC.
Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
This great ape
Zarus.
form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
While some Saiyans can maintain control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like
Not the
Bardock don't
Roji,
receive
leave him
the same
alone.
level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock
Yeah.
cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite being low class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky. Nobody
Yeah.
can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level? It's over
9,000.
Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie
Yeah.
pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku Goku would have had
Shit.
to keep up with that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Makes sense given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial.
Yeah, that
enough for
power
Bardock.
level
All this
scaling is
speed
crazy.
and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went, Cheerio!
Bardock
Yeah.
ravaged the planet, annihilating its
Cheerio.
people, until he found two survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity, but Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the two, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family.
Spoiler alert, everyone. That's for the new animes that we're getting. They're gonna show us some more cutscenes with Bardock and actually what's the main enemy before Frieza Black kills him?
Moro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mora.
Moro.
Yeah, that's the new guy that's coming out, and so we're gonna get supposedly we're gonna get Bardock in the new series too, and
Well,
supposedly
thing
Guinea's
is,
coming back.
I
Supposedly,
think I know why like we're getting Dragon Ball Daima already, because it's supposed to hold us.
us
It's supposed
off
to hold
until
us
the new
down
series comes out.
until. Yeah.
I believe probably mid or towards the end of next year, probably, maybe, I don't,
Mm.
possibly.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Cautious of Frieza, when all the Saiyans were called back to planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons,
Yep.
he had a hunch something was up. So, before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that would have a greater significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
And then Dildo
Yeah.
Dickhead blew him all up and he died.
hey, leave my boy Frieza
Or
alone.
did he? Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Oh my
Actually, he was
God,
pulled
that's
away
not
by these
canon.
Two who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah, blah, blah,
not so,
non-canon, whatever. He survived. And
Yeah.
when he realized what happened, he got so unbelievably pissed off, he went Super Saiyan.
This is very much an
They better
universe
not
what-if
give him
scenario,
that
and it
power.
is jarring, but think about it. The Super Saiyan
Oh,
form
they
is
will.
not achieved through training alone. It
No.
requires dedication,
Through pain and
introspection,
sacrifice.
victory, failure,
Yep.
love, and loss. Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with power that could rival his own. But perhaps Bardock's transformation was more than simply a what if. He had begun
was
to take
supposed
the
to
very
base the
steps his
legend.
son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his fear would have manifested before him right then and there.
Damn, pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of it all. I know Kakarot would be proud.
Well then,
Shout out to everyone.
all right. Well then, we're getting that whole they're doing the whole sponsor thing. We're gonna let that skip over there. All right. Before we start this, we still have the same opinions.
Yep.
Yep. What about you?
Nah, I'm still the same. Like, don't. I respect Bardock. I respect him 110.
Same here.
But if they don't give him Super Saiyan, then it's good. Omni-Man got it. But he also has the monkey form, the Uru.
But
Ozar,
here's
the
thing.
Ru,
Ozaru. I was close.
Ozaru.
Laru, Uzaru.
Now
Big
wait a minute.
monkey!
There's- I just pray to God they better not have him go like up to Super Saiyan 3, because
No,
if
they
memory
wouldn't.
serves-
That's all Xenoverse stuff. That's non-canon.
yeah, and Heroes. Don't forget Dragon Ball Heroes.
Yeah, that's all non-canon. They
Who
better
know-
not.
Who
It's-
knows? But to just
All right.
try not to talk too much and just shut up and enjoy.
Shut up
Can't
and
wait to
enjoy.
see how Devil
All
Artemis animated this.
All right, let's go.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for
A
a
death
death
battle!
Damn.
Not bad.
Great.
Okay, he looks clean.
Another gross bug planet.
Oh,
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Don't underestimate me!
God, the soundtrack.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
Oh my God.
My sons would kick his ass.
I'm on the back fight. Oh, just contact shit like a
Oh, the moon.
Whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
You see the real power of a Saiyan.
Oh fuck.
big monkey time.
Monkey, monkey, monkey!
Am I supposed to be impressed?
That instant is scary. Ooh. Aye.
Oh,
Ooh.
look at the three-piece combo.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh!
He threw his tail at him.
No, not his first.
He's throwing his tail at him.
No. My sons need me. I won't let you take me from my war.
Oh my God.
Not him taking the clothes from Battle of the Gods.
Your time is up! Saiyan!
You said Saiyan. Remember it.
Bye, Bardock.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
KO! Okay, these Gokus have got to
Well,
stop picking fights with guys in.
Well then.
It is what it is.
capes.
Pitting
Let
Saiyan
them let them explain why. Hold on. I need to know because I thought if hold on.
fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed. Bardock
Okay.
is much faster, given his power level matched Goku
Yeah.
dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan, and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that one planet was, the numbers are actually pretty similar, until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent
Makes
orbit,
sense.
the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that creates an uninterrupted view between sun and satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disk puts it at 3 septillion tons.
That's 24 zeros.
Which makes Omni-Man over 11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference. So strength goes to Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility in combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and, of course, Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this, especially when it comes to our last two categories, experience and stamina.
Yep,
Oh,
Omni-Man's
yeah.
been around
Okay,
a lot
yeah.
longer than Bardock, over
Yeah.
2,000 years,
Yep.
and even
Yeah,
with Super
I
Saiyan,
forgot about
Bardock's
experience.
no
He's been
master of the
longer.
form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energy.
That's another thing too. Bardock just got the Super Saiyan. He never mastered it. Like if it was Goku Super Saiyan, totally different. It would have been a lot much
Exactly.
different. But you also remember, Omni-Man's been around for 2 million years. He has,
So-
and he had to literally a civil war on his planet, where he,
Bro
yeah,
knows his game.
yeah,
Energies at an increased rate, which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Saiyans like
Smart
Bardock can fight
atoms.
for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Bardock's crazy speed and power made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an unstoppable and unshakable force that would inevitably land the killing blow.
When push came to shove, Omni-Man raised the Bardock.
The winner is Omni-Man.
Next time
Goddamn.
on Death Battle.
All right, who's next?
Next time.
Is that what?
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Giorno's kicking his ass.
I don't know, man. Listen, you know what? Yes,
Oh,
we got it.
Giorno
Wait,
is
wait, wait, wait,
versus
last-
Joker.
I'm a Persona
Joker's
fan. Listen,
cheat.
I'm a Persona fan. We got to take this L. We got to
Alright.
take this L. I'm a
Alright,
Persona
that-
fan.
He is getting his cheeks
Cheeks.
clapped by Giorno.
Listen, Jordan
Clap.
Jordan
Just like
got
that.
it. He got Golden Experience Requiem.
All right.
It-
But we can continue that conversation. We can continue that one for another time. But definitely, we're gonna react to that one. Most definitely, probably in the next 2 weeks or a month, whenever they decide to bring this out. But yeah, thank you
If that
all for
happens-
watching this. Go on. What were you about to say?
if we react to this, I need to be on camera because I might have to show up in cosplay.
That's perfectly fine. Do what you got to do. But thank you for joining us, everybody. Remember, smash that like button, subscribe if you're not part of the channel. Give us a comment. Just comment on down the board as much as you want. And remember, stay sinful. And catch you later. Any last words, anybody?
No,
Um,
just
I'm just speechless.
Go watch Invincible.